All right. What is going on, guys? Evan here from Evan Sports Corner back with another live stream here on the channel. Today, we got the Michigan Wolverines versus the St. Louis Billikens, in which should be a good one today. Should be a really good game today between these two teams. And it's exciting times here. Michigan versus St. Louis. Big time matchup here in this one. St. Louis seeking the first Sweet 16 appearance in school history. They're 0-5 in the round of 32, and they strike first with a bucket right there. It's a big time bucket right there. That's a big time bucket. So here we go. Michigan, 8 straight wins in the round of 32. They've been one of the best teams in this round. And Michigan has the ball right now. It's a 2-0 game. I'll update the scoreboard in just a moment. Here's a 3 from Michigan, and it's good. Elliot Cadeau. Big time 3 from Elliot Cadeau. And they needed that bucket desperately right there. Want to get off to as good of a start as possible. And here comes St. Louis the other way, a 3 right back. I'm writing down some numbers still here, so that's why, the commentary is a little off right now. Don't worry, we'll get to it eventually. I'm just writing down a few more numbers before we get this show on the road. So here we go. 5-5 ball game. Yeah, one more number here, and then we'll get things going. 7-5 is the score. Again, I'll update the scoreboard in just a moment. But yeah, right now we're just trying to get these numbers written down so I can call the game efficiently. All right, there we go. Numbers are written down. 7-5 St. Louis lead early on in this game. Michigan has it. Yaxel Lindeborg, the Michigan star player, has the ball. Dumps it inside to Mara, the big man. He goes up, left-handed hook, and he finishes. Big time shot right there from the Wolverines. 7-7 is the score. 17:39 to go.
I'm out of here.
All right, love you, Dad. See you later. And I'll just leave the clock at 17 for when it hits. Here's a 3 from Avila, and it's money. St. Louis takes a 10-7 lead just like that. What a start for the St. Louis Billikens in this one against the number 1 seed Michigan Wolverines. Here's Cadeau inside, misses the layup, rebound, and a foul is called. Elliot Cadeau. This is the beginning of the second round of this tournament, and both teams off to a good start. Robbie Avila and this St. Louis team took the nation by storm in round 1 when they blew out a formidable Georgia Bulldogs team from the SEC. And now they are up right now 10-7 with a few minutes into this game. So definitely off to a good start in this one. And we'll see if they can get things going and win this game. They dump it into Mara. Mara has it. Dumps it inside again. Here's Mara backing a man down. It's him versus Avila. He shakes, he spins, and he draws the foul on Avila. So they're going to try and get the star center for St. Louis in trouble. He was dishing and diming the other day. It was really impressive stuff. He was making some great plays the other day. To the line is Mara for 2 shots. The Michigan center. Big time player for this team. They need Mara to ball out in this game. Again, Avila is his matchup, and that boy is, again, a very creative player. Very, very creative player. Mara at the line for 2 shots. The first one rims in. So that's the matchup of the day. Mara. Avila stands at, how tall is Avila? Avila's probably like, 6'10", so let me see. Second free throw from Mara, rattles out, no good. Avila stands at 6'10". Mara looks like he's a bit taller as he missed the second free throw, and here comes St. Louis the other way. Avila, 3-ball. That one's no good. Mara rips down the rebound. He gets it out to Elliot Cadeau, the former North Carolina point guard. 3-ball in the corner for Michigan. It's money. Big time 3 there from Nimari Burnett. And the Wolverines take an 11-10 lead. Both teams shooting well early on. Blocked by Mara. He just glassed a man. Here comes Cadeau the other way. Elliot Cadeau fakes the pass to Lendeborg. They dump it to the corner. Lendeborg fakes the 3. Gets inside. Floaters up and good. From their star, Yaxel Lendeborg. 13-10 Michigan early on in this game. Here comes St. Louis the other way. It's Green. Trey Green gets it up to Avila. Dishes to the corner. Amari McCourty looking around. And that pass is going to go into the backcourt for a backcourt violation. Actually just went out of bounds. So there is a turnover from the Billikens. So yeah, to the paint. That was a decent drive there from Quentin Jones, but unfortunately for him, he got swatted by Mara. And there you go. So Mara gets the early swat, and it is a 13-10 game in this one. If you guys are listening, be sure to click the subscribe button. It really helps out the channel. 13-10 the score. Michigan leads early in the first game of the day. And now I finally have a moment to kind of process it all. I mean, I was literally scrambling, writing names down, trying to get this all sorted out before this game started. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 per team written down right now, which is pretty good. I'm curious how tall Mara is. He's got to be 7. They got him at 7'3" on the roster. And then Malik Cordell is 7'2", the freshman, but I don't think Malik Cordell plays much. Michigan's always got some big dudes inside. I'm writing down, okay. Let me look at some stuff here. So, yeah, Yaxel is the Big Ten Player of the Year. He's going to have a big day today for Michigan. And Robbie Avila, Baby Jokic, I mean, he can shoot the ball. He's a great passer. They're going to need him to play well today. But, yeah. So St. Louis is a 5-out offense because, again, Avila is not like a post him up type of center. So they run a 5-out. They force you to defend on the outside. And that's kind of the key, right? They're going to have to just stop Avila from dishing and making those plays. They're going to have to defend on the outside. The Wolverines are going to look to dominate the paint with Mara. They're going to need Yaxel Lendeborg to ball out. Michigan's definitely a very good team. They're the 1 seed. They were dominant all year. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, that's so funny. But yeah, having a big who can shoot over 40% from 3 definitely gives you that variety in the offense, and that's exactly what Robbie Avila gives you. And it's a 13-10 game so far. It's a good one. Again, I expect this to be a really good back-and-forth game. Michigan's the 1 seed. I had Michigan in the Natty, I believe, in my bracket, so I'm rooting for Michigan to win this game. But I expect St. Louis to give them a good game. St. Louis is a good team. See if Dusty May can get his Wolverines to advance. Here we go. Michigan inbounds it into Cadeau. Cadeau gets it to Mara, the 7'3" big. Dumps it inside, and that's an easy 2 for Michigan right there on that interior. They dumped it in and got a free bucket out of that. 15-10 Michigan lead. Jones has it at the top for St. Louis. Robbie Avila has the basketball. And a nice pass inside and a good, that would have been a really good finish on the pass. But a missed shot there from Amari McCoughtry. And Michigan now gets it to Mara. It's him versus Avila. It's a 7-3 versus 6'10 matchup. Mara, fadeaway, hook shot no good. Cadeau gets the rebound, and Cadeau misses the shot. Did they call a foul? I believe they did. And Robbie took a shot up in the eyes where he's got those goggles. Yeah, oh, Jones took a blow right there. I think that was Jones. He took a blow. So 2 shots coming up for Elliot Cadeau at the free throw line for Michigan. And yeah, I think he hit Avila in the face there on that drive. Cadeau's going to get the 2 shots here for Michigan. The first is good from Elliot Cadeau. Is that 2 fouls on? I think Avila might have 2 fouls already, which is not good if you are Michigan. Missed free throw from Cadeau. Avila does indeed have 2 fouls right now, which is really bad. And I updated the scoreboard. What's going on? He made a free throw. Here we go. They pass it to Avila. Avila holds and gets it out to Jones. Jones inside the paint. Bounce pass and the finish. Beautiful ball movement there from St. Louis. And McCautry capitalized with the easy bucket. That is what you love to see. St. Louis moves the ball well. Here's a kick to the corner. Michigan drives in, and a foul is called. 2 shots coming up for the Wolverines as Burnett took it into the basket. Just really good ball movement from the Billikens. A great cut from Amari McCautry, who just cut right in, and that's an easy bucket there. 14:42 to play. 2 free throws coming up for the Wolverines. So at the line, Burnett to knock these down and give Michigan a bigger lead. And the first one rattles out no good. Yikes, that's not good. So, there you go. Michigan trying to win this game. Namari Burnett at 15 against Howard in round 1. The second free throw rattles out no good. 2 misses from Burnett, and here comes St. Louis the other way. Jones taking it up the floor. Looking, and he gets it to McCautry. Avila got it poked away. He's going to dive at half court for it. And we got a stoppage. Possession arrow is going to favor the Billikens. So Avila had to go dive on the ground for the basketball. He was able to get on top of it and keep possession. And Avila with those 2 fouls in the first 5 minutes, but they're going to leave in their star, big man. And St. Louis has the basketball here. Pass up top. Avila shooting the 3. That one's short. Loose ball rebounded by St. Louis. The pass inside to Avila, and they're going to call it out of bounds on him. Michigan's going to get the ball. A turnover from St. Louis. And Michigan has the ball right now. Yaxel Ledebour taking it up the floor for the Wolverines. Their superstar. He has a few points early on. Yaxel on the wing, dumping it in. Mara's got the advantage inside. Hook shot right over Avila. It's good. That's going to be a matchup nightmare for St. Louis to defend against today. I mean, it's a 5-inch height difference between the two. Robbie Avila's crafty in his own way, but it's going to be tough to defend that. Avila shoots the 3. That one's no good. Ledebour gets the rebound, and they're going to lob a deep pass ahead. Mara with the reverse finish. That was a very athletic play from Mara to tip that in, and St. Louis is in trouble right now. Michigan on a good run. Thames dribbling it here for St. Louis. Avila. Handoff over to McCourty. Or McCautry. McCautry gets it over. Avila. Fake. Pass. Corner 3. That one's up. That one's good. Big time 3 for St. Louis. Dunlap knocks it down. The forward, Brady Dunlap. Again, they're big forwards. A lot of guys in this St. Louis team are able to shoot the basketball. That's what makes them dangerous. Mara getting it. They're going to probably have to send a double team. Mara, one-on-one against Avila. Another hook shot, and that one's no good. Rebound by Thames. Here comes The Billikens in transition. Thames to the rim, draws the foul. So St. Louis starting to get themselves going. If y'all are listening, be sure to click the subscribe button. Comment down below. This was a great pass and an even better finish by Mara. Not even looking at the basket, just threw it up behind his head, banked it in perfectly. That's great basketball. Yaxel Letteborg showing off the talents early on. And Michigan with a 5-point lead, but to the line goes Thames. Kellen Thames, first free throw is up and good. So, yeah, St. Louis, they had a dominant win against Georgia, but Michigan obviously a lot bigger, a lot better of a basketball team than the Georgia Bulldogs, who were a middling SEC team. I think Georgia was the only SEC team to lose in the first round. Pretty embarrassing stuff. Thames misses the free throw. Michigan gets the rebound, and Avila comes out of the game. Who will they have matching up against Mara now is the very good question. Cadeau uses the screen. They're trying to find Mara. Cadeau dumps it to Mara. He's being defended right here. They get it out to Letteborg. Yaxel, mid-range shot. That one's no good. Rebounded by St. Louis, and Thames will take it up the floor for the Billikens. Thames, pass out. Quick trigger three from the Billikens. It's no good. That one was missed right there by Sharma, but a steal in transition. And here comes St. Louis. Pass to the corner. Dunlap, another open three. That one's money! Dunlap 2 for 2 from outside the arc. It's a 1-point game. Billikens on a run right now, 7-0, and Michigan is in some trouble. Elliot Cadeau's got to get a bucket here, or maybe they just go to Mara. They go to Mara. Law, backdoor! Oh, Letteborg missed the alley-oop. Here comes St. Louis. They have a chance to take the lead in transition. Mara rejection at the rim, but the Billikens get the rebound and the putback. Paul Otieno. Foul called here on Otieno. And we'll have a timeout, 11-14. Mara with the block, but Otieno got the rebound and finishes. What a game. What a great start to this game. Looked like Michigan was starting to pull away for a second, but then a couple knockdowns from St. Louis, and there you go. All of a sudden, they're up now. So there you go. It is a really good game right now. I mean, you're seeing the difference in styles, right? You got St. Louis. They're out here. They're running their 5-wide offense, shooting a ton of threes, and then you have yeah, and then on the other hand, you have Michigan, who's trying to really dominate the glass, dominate the paint. That's kind of their game, right? So we'll see what adjustments are made. I think that St. Louis is going to have a lot of trouble with Ademara. I mean, he's just such a height mismatch for them, you know what I mean? I mean, he's got an open look every single time he shoots that hook shot. It's an open look every time. I mean, there's a 2K contest system. It's like a 10% contest maybe on every single shot. So he should realistically be getting buckets all day. On the flip side of that, ooh, that hurt. On the flip side of that, you know, the St. Louis is going to try to run, you know. I mean, we're seeing them in transition early on. They're running. they're going for those buckets right now. You know what I mean? They're running in transition. They're going for those easy transition buckets. That's what they're kind of working with right now. It's going to be a good game. I'm really excited. If you are listening, be sure to click the subscribe button. Don't want to miss more March Madness content coming up. This will probably not be the only stream of the day. We'll see how this one does, and then we'll think about it. But SLU is currently on a 9-0 run against Michigan, which has them ahead 21-20. Michigan inbounds from the baseline, and they get it into their big man. Cadeau launches a three, and he catches it. Elliot Cadeau, big time. We've already had 5 lead changes in this game. Cadeau knocking it down. Pass to the wing, the drive inside, and a block. Otieno gets the rebound, and one finish. Paul Otieno off to a good start today. He's already making big plays inside, and that is a big time and one right there. You're seeing the St. Louis style of offense kind of disrupting the Wolverines. Otieno makes the free throw and finishes off the N1. They get it into Cadeau. 12 bench points from St. Louis. Their bench is doing their thing. Cadeau gets inside, kicks to the corner. Burnett fakes the three, gets into the lane, and misses with the right hand. Otieno rips down the rebound, and here come the Billikens. In transition, now they're back at a half-court set. Otieno's at the three-point line. They get it out. Sharma to Jones. And Sharma inside, and one! Another and one finish for the Billikens. Sharma this time puts it in. And the run continues for the Billikens here as Sharma with a big time and one finish. 26-23 the score. Ishan Sharma had 12 points in that opening round against Georgia, and he converts the N1 free throw. Michigan trailing by 4 as the 15-3 run from St. Louis has them ahead here in this first half. The bench has been coming in clutch too. Cadeau, pass over. To the lane goes Michigan. They get it out to Cadeau. He fakes the three. Elliot Cadeau, jab inside, spins off the glass. Good finish by Elliot Cadeau. And it's a 27-25 game. We got ourselves a good one. Cadeau has 9 for Michigan. Jones dribbling it here. They're doing this all without Avila. Jones step back three. That one's no good. Loose ball rebounded by Cadeau off the tip. Cadeau from North Carolina. No look to the corner. Here's the three. That one's good. Michigan back out in front on the three from Trey McKinney. That's a big-time shot right there and a great pass from Cadeau, who's doing a great job in the floor general role today. Here's Jones for St. Louis. Gets inside, puts up a floater. That one's no good. Rebounded by Michigan. McKinney snagged the board. And he's going to go to the crib. No foul called. Lost it. Michigan gets it back. Ball's knocked out of bounds. And St. Louis will get possession as the shot right there from Arez Johnson was no good. This is a really good no-look pass from Elliot Cadeau. Swings it all the way to the corner. And a big-time three there from Trey McKinney to give Michigan the lead. Elliot Cadeau is definitely playing well right now for his team. And inbounding is St. Louis. McCautry taking it up here for the Billikens. Avila still out of the game with those 2 fouls. Otieno has done a good job in the backup center role. Here's a Sharma three that's blocked by Cadeau. Michigan has it. Great athletic play from the point guard. Mara back into the game for Michigan. Cadeau and Mara running a pick and roll. Mara to the basket. He's got the height advantage. Puts up a hook shot. It's no good. Rebounded by McCautry. And a double dribble called on St. Louis. 8:29 to go, and Avila checks back into this game for the... Yeah, it is a double dribble. Good call, ref. Avila checks back in the game for St. Louis, and now Elliot Cadeau taking it up the floor. Cadeau, bounce pass to Morez Johnson. McKinney on his back foot, gets it to Cadeau. Cadeau launching a long three. That one's no good. Loose ball tipped out by Michigan to McKinney. And now here's Michigan getting inside to the basket and the finish. Really nice layup there from Will to Shetter. Trey Green. McCautry gets it to Avila. They're running a play. Avila, bounce pass inside. McCautry, beautiful finish. Wow, just beautiful passing from Avila. You just don't expect him to drop a dime bounce pass. McKinney out at the three-point line. Mara to Cadeau. This is a dangerous pick and roll game. Cadeau gets inside, no good. Rebound by Michigan. A foul is called as Johnson got the rebound off the miss from Elliot Cadeau. Yeah, this is good basketball. Like, I'm thoroughly enjoying watching this game right now because these are two, like, both teams are playing well. Really good passing, really good ball movement, good shooting. I like these types of basketball games. I've really enjoyed this game so far. I really have. It's been entertaining to watch. Both these teams are obviously very good teams, and um, I know a lot of people are watching this right now. And they're like, "Oh shoot!" Well, I bet a lot of people have Michigan going pretty far. I got Michigan in the Natty. I mean, shoot, if Michigan loses this game, my bracket is in really bad shape. Some people in my family chose Michigan to win the Natty, so I mean, they're also definitely not in the best shape. Hmm. Yeah. So on delay here, there's no other games to report on because I think today the games are all spaced out pretty decently, right? The next matchup after this is Louisville, Michigan State, which I think is a really interesting matchup. I bet Duke wipes the floor with TCU. A&M, Houston. Houston should win that. Texas, BYU. I'm really excited for that tonight. Or Texas, Gonzaga tonight. I'm really excited for that. Really, really excited for that, actually. Can't wait to watch my Horns play some ball. If you guys are listening, be sure to click the subscribe button. We got a good one today. Dusty May versus Josh Schurz is the coaching matchup. Both have done a tremendous job at their programs to get them where they are today. Morez Johnson at the line here for Michigan to give them a full 3-point lead. See what Morez can do. First one is up, and it is right through. I'm rooting for Michigan, but I'm also rooting for this to be a good game, and I think that's what I'm going to get. I mean, it could go either way, really, but I am rooting for Michigan. I mean, you look at the advanced offensive stats. Both these teams are top 10 in effective field goal percentage. St. Louis is fourth, very high. Both teams are also top 10 in 2-point percentage, field goal percentage. Like, both these teams are just very well-oiled machines on the offensive side of the ball. And that's what makes both of them so dangerous. I mean, you see the way Michigan operates. They get a lot of good, high-quality shots. You look at St. Louis, they get a lot of good looks inside, and that's why this game has been the way it is. Lead changes, 7 lead changes in the first half of this game. Avila at the top passes it over. Billikens have it inside, and a foul is called. Avila drilled the 3 with the after the foul was called. 7:12 to go. McCautry to inbound. McCautry gets it into Avila. He is looking for that pass. Dishes to the corner. Sharma up top. McCautry. McCautry gets inside against 7-3 Mara, and he's denied by Ademara. I mean, that is his third block of the first half, and that is just the way that he plays. That is a tough frame to shoot over. That boy's tough. He's got 7 points and 3 blocks. Dump inside, Mara using the frame again, and Mara just blocked another one. I think they just called him for a goaltend, though. Dusty May might challenge this one. I think Mara may have gotten a piece of that before it was coming down. I think Dusty should challenge this. I think that Mara got a clean block off. But I don't know. It looks like they're not going to challenge it, and they're just going to live with the call on the floor. So 2 points for St. Louis. And here comes Elliot Cadeau. Dribbling it up the floor, Cadeau sets and fires a 3. That one's good! Elliot Cadeau, another big-time 3. What a first half for the Michigan point guard. He's got 12 points, 3 for 4 from outside the arc. And now St. Louis has it here. Outside, Avila misses the 3. Yaxel Ledebor gets the rebound, tips it out to his teammate. Now down, Mara kicks Ledebor, the 3. Yaxel bangs it. What a 3 from Yaxel. He's got 7 for Michigan, the Big Ten Player of the Year. Avila not shooting it too well today from outside the arc. Dishes that to McCautry. Here's a 3 from Green. That one's way off. Ledebor gets the rebound. And Yaxel will take this one ahead. He'll dump it inside. Mara versus Avila. This is a good matchup for Michigan. Mara, the pass fake. Nice move and a good finish from Mara. Michigan on a run. They lead by 9. McCautry with the ball. Avila faking the 3. Gets inside, looking for the pass. And a foul is called. What? That's all right. Yeah. Great. Yeah, that ball fake got, what's his name? That got Avila completely fooled, and then just an easy finish after that. 9 points for Ademara in the first half. Michigan is in the bonus. And you can't even see it on the screen because they're yellow, but they are in the bonus. I'll tell you that. 5:35 to go. And we have a foul on... Is that on McCautry? So McCautry will come out of the game after getting called for the offensive foul. And Michigan has the basketball here. Elliot Cadeau. Driving inside, Cadeau gets to the rim, misses that shot. Loose ball comes out. Here comes St. Louis. Dunlap gets it to Avila. And Avila looking for the pass. If you are listening, be sure to click the subscribe button. Dunlap fires off a three. That one's money! Big time three from Brady Dunlap. He's hit all three he's taken in the first half. What a game for St. Louis. Dunlap has been a dog. Under 5 to play in this first half. Cadeau dribbles it, gets it to Mara at the three-point line. Ademara to the corner. McKinney on the wing, the three, no good. Long rebound comes out. Mara gets a free board. Cadeau takes the screen. Elliot Cadeau to McKinney. He gets inside the lane, spins, and finishes. Big time two there from McKinney. He's had a good first half as well. Jones gets inside, working on Mara, and they call a travel. You just see the gravity of Mara being that size. You know what I mean? Like, you just see the gravity, you see the gravity, the size of Mara just causes such an issue for opposing offenses because he's so tall, makes you second guess and think too much in the paint. He's out of the game. Here's a three from Schlager. That one's no good. Rebounded, or to Shedder missed that three. Rebounded by St. Louis. Jones at the three-point line. Dunlap, been the hot hand, fakes the three, gets it to his man over there. Thames. Jones has it at the top of the key. And Jones gets into the lane, nearly lost it, gets it out, drive inside, behind the head pass to Avila. 3 seconds on the shot clock. Avila's got to fade it, and it was blocked by Michigan. And they'll call the shot clock violation. Perfect defense from the Wolverines. Morez Johnson with the beautiful defense, and the Wolverines doing well today. I mean, Brown tried the behind the head pass, tried to get crafty with it. Avila just got blocked by Morez. He could not hit that shot. Michigan leading by 8. If you are listening again, be sure to click the subscribe button. Leave some comments down below in the chat. How are y'all's brackets doing after the first round of the March Madness? How are y'all's brackets doing? I'm interested. Mine's doing okay. I mean, I haven't lost anybody significant. I mean, there weren't any crazy upsets. Realistically, like if you lost your national champion already, I don't know what you were doing. You were trolling when you made your bracket. If you lost your natty champ, because all the big time contenders are still alive. I mean, who was the highest seed to get knocked out? 8 seed TCU, 6 seed UNC. I mean, I guess someone could have chosen UNC. I doubt anybody chose St. Mary's. 5 seed Wisconsin was probably the highest one. They get knocked out. So, I mean, if you chose Wisconsin or UNC, I don't know what to tell you. That's a very interesting pick. Yeah, it says 0% of brackets chose most of the teams. They got eliminated. I'm looking at on ESPN's bracket challenge. 0.1% chose Clemson. 0.2% chose Georgia. BYU was 0.5%. North Carolina was 0.5%. Wisconsin 0.6%. So not a single team that has over a percentage of the national championship picks has been chosen. I'm surprised only 7.6% of people chose Florida. Florida looks really good. I guess because their region's really hard, low key, because they have Houston in that Elite Eight. So maybe that's why. 23% of people's brackets were busted. So let's see who's gonna get knocked out today. Today's games. I don't know. We'll see. No, I don't think any crazy teams will get knocked out today, but you never know, right? I mean, any teams that have heavy bracket choices. Does Arizona play today? They play tomorrow. Arizona plays Utah State tomorrow. That's actually going to be a really interesting game. Arizona probably wins that, though. Arizona's been amazing this year. We'll see, boys. We'll see how it all shakes out. Florida looked dominant yesterday. They beat Prairie View by like 50 or 60 points. Like they completely destroyed Prairie View A&M, which I felt really bad for Prairie View A&M. Florida looks really good. That's why I chose them to be my Natty Champs, man. I believe in Florida a lot. There you go. Those are the stats in this game. St. Louis trailing Michigan by 8. Both teams shooting decently from outside the arc, but Michigan's just been going on these runs. And Elliot Cadeau is having a great day so far for the Wolverines, along with Mara and Letteborg. And Cadeau will dribble this one up the floor. This guy's got a lot of tournament experience playing at North Carolina. Tar Heels are a consistent tournament team. Here is Cadeau. Right-handed finish, no good. Tipped up in the air. Rebounded by St. Louis. And here comes the Billikens the other way. And here we go. St. Louis has it right now. Thames, 3-ball to Jones. That one's no good. Rebounded by Michigan. Cadeau taking it up the floor. 5 for 14 from 3. St. Louis not doing too hot. Letteborg for 3. That one is missed. And Thames rips down the board. Here comes St. Louis. Dunlap fires a transition 3. That one's no good. Loose ball and a foul called on the floor. And it's against Michigan. Loose ball foul as they were going for that rebound. And I think Merez Johnson's the one who got called for this foul. He was getting aggressive trying to get that board. So Dunlap, who's been red hot from 3 in the first half, didn't hit that last one. And Johnson and Lendenborg have 2 fouls each for Michigan. 2 key players. Probably going to have to sit out the rest of the first half. Here we go. St. Louis to inbound, and they throw that one. It gets tipped. Otieno's got it, and he's going to be called for an offensive foul. He swung that elbow a little too violently there. It's an offensive foul against Otieno. And he hits, I guess he just hit Burnett a little too hard right there. Officials are talking about it right now. Both teams are in the bonus. They're going to review this foul. If you guys are listening, be sure to click the subscribe button, like up the stream. We got a review coming up here to see if this was truly an offensive foul against Otieno. They called a foul. I believe they called a foul against Michigan upon review. Was Burnett in the cylinder? Is that what the issue was? It's going to be a 1-1 for St. Louis because they are in the bonus. Dusty May not too happy about it. It's going to be potentially 2 free throws for Otieno here. Chance for them to cut this lead to 6 if you can knock these down. I just didn't think it was a violent enough swing for it to be an offensive foul, to be honest. Otieno misses the free throw, so Michigan gets the ball, and Elliot Cadeau's got it. He'll pass this one to the three-point line. Lob for Letteborg, and he slams it home. Beautiful passing from the Wolverines, and Yaxel Letteborg with a beautiful finish on the lob. Michigan leads by 10. Can St. Louis go on a little run to get this half, to go into halftime with some momentum? Dunlap, another three. That one's short. Rebounded by Cadeau. He keeps it from going out of bounds. And Michigan is just on a heck of a run right now to end this first half. Letteborg dumps it into Mara against Otieno. This is a big size matchup favoring Michigan. Mara inside. Floats it up and he's fouled. So 2 shots coming up for Ade Mara. This is a really nice lob though. Great vision there from Roddy Gallagher. And then just puts it right on the money for Letteborg, who Mara makes the first free throw. Neither team has used a timeout yet in this first half, which kind of surprised me that St. Louis hasn't used one yet to kind of try to calm this Michigan run. Mara to give him a 12-point lead. That free throw is short. Loose ball rebounded by Oh, wow. It was rebounded by St. Louis at first. But then Michigan got the steal. And now to the free throw line goes Roddy Gallagher. Or Gale. Oh, Gale. Roddy Gale. Okay. No, I was reading Junior. Roddy Gale. Really nice job by Roddy Gale there, though, to just keep hustling, get that rebound, and then he draws the foul. So 2 more free throws could be coming up for Michigan. Roddy at the line. 1-1 makes the first. Michigan, a 1 seed for a reason, and you're starting to see why. They are just big, physical, and dominating the paint. Gale missed the second free throw. That ball's up in the air. Thames is able to come down with the rebound this time. And McCoughtry will take this up the floor for St. Louis. McCoughtry trying to get it out to Avila, the center, the star center of this team. He's been a little cold in the first half. The team hasn't scored a point in 3.5 minutes. Avila, crafty inside. McCoughtry high off the glass. It's good. Banks it in on the floater. It's a 10-point game once again. Really nice job by McCoughtry. He's got 10 points in this first half. Cadeau. Pass is stolen by Sharma. Here comes St. Louis. Sharma makes a move. Gets inside. Nice pass in the middle. Mara contest is good. And a foul is called, though, as Thames went up for that shot. Mara picks up the foul. The rim protecting machine. Great floater by McCoughtry to put that over Mara, bank it in off the glass. That was a really nice finish. And Mara on this last possession just didn't get a good enough contest off. We'll send Kellen Thames to the line. First free throw is good from Thames. Michigan's in that bonus plus, which once again you cannot even tell because the scoreboard is yellow. Michigan. Thames at the line, missed the second free throw, and it bounces out to Michigan. They have the rebound. Here we go. Wolverines. This game was back and forth early on, but Michigan has seized control at the end of this first half. Cadeau with the ball, looking for that back cut. He gets it to Letteborg. Elliot Cadeau has had a great first half, facilitating. Mara, bounce pass inside, stolen by St. Louis. Here come the Billikens the other way. Brown, lob to the corner. Dunlap has it. They're able to reset. And here is St. Louis. Brown sizes up Letterboard. Kicks it out to Sharma. Sharma to Otieno. Good ball movement here by St. Louis. Dunlap. Brown. Midi. Nice shot. Great ball movement there by the... That was great ball movement there by St. Louis. Beautiful stuff. Sharma got into the paint. Kicked it out to Otieno. Bounce pass inside to Dunlap. No look to Brown. And a big-time shot right there. Michigan. I think it was a timeout called here on the floor. That's a big bucket, though. 46-39. You go into the half down 7. Obviously not ideal, but considering what they were once down like 12 in this half, hey, you live with it, right? You got to come out in the second half firing. If you guys are listening to this stream, be sure to click the subscribe button. Really appreciate if y'all would do that. Helps out the channel a lot. Leave a like if you're enjoying what you're listening to on the stream. Alright. Wow. There's rumors that Hubert Davis might get fired by North Carolina, and they would be targeting top-tier coaches. Man. Here we go. Cadeau dribbling it up the floor for Michigan. Clock is down to about 15 seconds. Cadeau gets it to Mara. Mara, dribble handoff to Letterborg, the Big Ten Player of the Year. What does he have in his bag? He draws a foul with 5 seconds to play. Double bonus for Michigan, so Letterborg will get 2 free throws. Here's Letterborg for 2 shots. First one right through and good. Here we go. Letterborg, second free throw is money. 5 seconds left here for St. Louis. Letterborg knocked down both. And here we go. What will St. Louis draw up here with 5.6 to go? Looks like it'll be Thames to inbound, and Michigan's applying full court pressure. They get into Dunlap. Here comes Thames. To the corner. Green gets a decent look, and it's blocked by Michigan. And that'll end the first half. Wolverines leading by 9 at halftime. There you go. End of the first half. A 9-point Michigan lead. The number 1 seed Wolverines off to a decent start here in this game. There you go. If y'all are listening, be sure to click the subscribe button. Decent game here from Michigan for sure. They're playing pretty solid. Yeah, if y'all listening, click the subscribe button. It really does help out the channel a lot. Yeah, I mean, Michigan's playing solid, and I think St. Louis did okay, but Michigan just went on a couple really nice runs, and I think that's what put them in a good spot. Elliot Cadeau, phenomenal first half from him, 12 points. Yaxel Litteborg had a good first half. Mara did a good job limiting Avila, protecting the rim. Really nice job. You see where Michigan is going to be a problem the rest of the tournament if they can get past this game. I think Michigan's got one of the best interior defenses that I've watched so far in this tournament. Again, when you have a guy who's 7'3", that's just such a matchup nightmare on offense and defense, right? I mean, it scares people. Yaxel Litteborg, dude's an athletic beast, can catch lobs, make some nice moves inside, knock down threes. He's a complete player, 3-level scorer type of guy for Michigan. They look good right now. Michigan looks good in this game, and I think that this team that they're playing, it's a good team. St. Louis is a good team. The way they move the ball is really nice, but if they can't consistently hit outside shots, Michigan's just going to be able to dominate the paint and win the game. We'll see, though, right? I mean, it'll be very interesting to see how it goes. So, should be going, though. Should be going today, though. Like I said, Michigan is a good team. I think St. Louis has that ability to go on a big-time run in the second half. But we'll see, right? I mean, I'm not ruling this game out. This game definitely can go either way. Don't go anywhere. Y'all should click the subscribe button as well. Don't miss the future March Madness streams. But, yeah, we're in a good spot. Michigan's in a good spot right now. Hoping my Longhorns can get a dub today, though. Really hoping we can get a good dub today. Right, I mean, that'd be nice. We could get another dub. That'd be wonderful. Sean Miller apparently has never lost a round of 32 game, so that's pretty cool. We'll see what happens in the second half. Got some good games coming up later today as well. Some really, really good games today. Second round matchups. Texas Gonzaga should be a fun one tonight. Louisville, Michigan State. I think Michigan State's going to get that one done because, again, without Mikal Brown, I thought that Louisville would be able to make it out of the first round, but I didn't see them being able to make it out of the second round. And, well, they made it. They made it out. They made it out of the first round. I just don't see them making it out of the second round with Mikal Brown being injured. TCU Duke. I bet Duke probably runs through that and takes it home. Texas A&M Houston. Houston should have that, but maybe A&M's press defense can give Houston some struggles and force some uncharacteristic turnovers. Vanderbilt, Nebraska is another good one. I mean, Nebraska just won their first March Madness game of all time. So is this when they, go on a little run, make something happen, make some stuff shake? I don't know. All right, I mean, it's the beauty of this sport. You just A lot of ifs and buts at the end of the day. You never know, right? So. Hmm. Mm, 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 mm. We shall see. This is definitely an interesting game, though. Y'all be sure to click the subscribe button. We got. Let's see how long this halftime is. But yeah, that North Carolina thing, man. I mean, man. You never know. I mean, Hubert Davis, wow. I mean, Hubert Davis had this team in the Final Four just a couple years ago. In the national championship just a few years ago. And yeah. I mean, if you're North Carolina, right, and you're firing Hubert Davis, you got to be really confident that you can go out and hire a dog, right? Like you just I don't know. You have to be just super 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 confident that you can go out and I mean, that's what they're saying. They're going to go hire a top tier coach. Who's that going to be? I don't know. All right? I mean, they're gonna and North Carolina fires them. They're gonna swing for the fences. They're gonna go for Dan Hurley. They're gonna make an offer at Dan Hurley. They're gonna make an offer at Todd Golden. They're gonna make an offer at they might even reach out to a guy like Jay Wright, who's retired. I mean, you never know, right? They could they could do some crazy things. That's a really interesting. I mean, you don't see North a job like North Carolina open up too often. You know what I mean? You just don't. That's just not a job that you see open up very often. I mean, they're a blue blood of the sport, and they're thinking of firing Hubert. I mean, losing in the first round to VCU, I guess, was the last straw for North Carolina, and they just aren't confident. So we'll see what they do, right? I mean, yeah, that one's intriguing to me. I don't know. I don't know what to think about that. I think it's a very interesting decision. And again, like it just depends on who you're able to bring in, right? That's all. That's what matters. Who are you going to be able to lure away? We'll see. Y'all click that subscribe button. I'll be back in a few minutes though when the second half gets started. Alrighty. Second half is about to get underway in this one. Michigan versus St. Louis. So, we have an exciting second half underway. I'm really excited. Y'all who are listening, be sure to click that subscribe button. Let's get going with this second half. It should be a good one. Again, Michigan and St. Louis. Watch your play for the first time. Definitely appreciate you, brother. Thank you. Thank you, man. Y'all, hey, appreciate you. Be sure to click that subscribe button if you haven't already. Here's a bucket to start this half from the Wolverines from Morez Johnson. Yeah, I appreciate all the support from you guys. Love y'all. And yeah, just click the sub button. Really does help out the channel a lot. Here's St. Louis with it. They get it to Avila. They trail by 11. Nice bounce pass inside. McCautry finishes the reverse layup. Reverse hand, reverse layups are always really nice. He nearly missed. I thought he did at first. Johnson has it inside. Double team comes, trying to get to Mara. He swings it to the middle. Beautiful ball movement to the corner. Burnett couldn't find the three. Cadeau made a really nice second pass. And here comes Green for St. Louis. 50-41 is the score. Will Avila start hitting these threes? I don't know. He had a rough first half from outside the arc, but he made some nice passes because that's what he does. Avila outside the arc. Nice pass inside, but stolen by Mara. Gets it ahead to Yaxel Littenborg. He passes it out. Morez Johnson for three. That one's no good. Loose ball comes out. Rebounded by St. Louis. Green fires a three. It's good. Big time three. It's a 6-point deficit for St. Louis. They've cut it down already to start the half. That's Green's first three of the game that he actually made. Cadeau takes the screen from Johnson. Cadeau being defended by Jones. He gets inside. Pass out. Burnett for three. That one's good. Michigan comes right back. It's a 9-point game with 18 minutes to play. St. Louis shooting 33% from three. 6 for 18 on the day. Here's Avila. He has not been hitting. Looking for a pass. He just feeds it out. Inside goes Brown, and he's stopped by Letteborg. Really good defense from Yaxel. And Michigan has the ball. 7 blocks on the day for the Wolverines. Letteborg out to Johnson. Cadeau on the perimeter, gets it to Johnson, out to Burnett, inside. Mara puts it in over Avila. And here comes St. Louis. Jones dribbling the basketball. If y'all are listening, like up the stream, subscribe, comment. Here's Jones behind the back. Avila from the logo. Cash! Big time three from Avila. The St. Louis Star finally gets a three to fall. 55-47. It's Avila's second make from outside the arc today. He made his first one and missed about 4 or 5 in a row. Mara matched up against Avila. They won't send the double. It's a one-on-one. Mara has the advantage. He misses. Good defense from Avila. Did his best. And McCautry has the rebound, and he will dribble it up the floor for St. Louis. McCautry back. Avila, another three. That one's short. Long rebound. Green hustles for it and gets it. Really nice job. Really nice hustle from Green. Here's a three from Jones. That one's good. St. Louis cuts the lead to 5 with another big three. 16:30 to go. They're still in this game. The threes are starting to fall for the Billikens. Cadeau gets inside, kicks it out. Johnson fakes the three, gets in the lane on Avila, and hits it off the glass and in. Morez Johnson with a clutch bucket there. Green keeping it inside half court, nearly went into the backcourt. Gets a screen from Avila. Green, one-on-one against Mara, gets it out to Jones. Jones to McCautry. McCautry gets it into Green. Green attacks the basket. Avila, corner three. It's good again! St. Louis red hot from three to open up the second half. They've cut it to 4. They're 4 for 5 from three this half. Cadeau missed the pass to Johnson, who was wide open. They go back inside the double team, and Morris comes down the lane and slams it home. Great ball movement there from the Wolverines. Mara's got 14. Avila to Green. Being defended by Lindenborg. Green, fadeaway three. That one bounces up, no good. Rebounded by Michigan. They lob it ahead in transition, and Lindenborg slams it home. Michigan coming back with some good transition offense to get the lead back up to 8. Green to Avila. He's a danger from everywhere on the court. Avila to McCourty. McCourty gets inside. Nice pass. Great ball movement. But Mara's defense inside forces them to pass it out. Now a floater from Jones is good. Really nice shot there from Jones. Great ball movement there from St. Louis. The lead is to 6. If you guys are listening, click the subscribe button. Helps out the channel. Cadeau. Inside. Kick out. Johnson. 3. Top the key. That one's no good. Loose ball rebounded by St. Louis. Jones gets the screen. And the pass inside draws a foul. I think it's the first foul of the half. So credit to both teams and the referees for letting them play. That's the first foul of the half over 5 minutes in. I love when referees don't get involved too much. Back and forth start to the half. St. Louis has cut the lead down, but Michigan keeps responding with big shots of their own. It's a 6-point game. But yeah, I'm really liking this second half though. But y'all be sure to click the sub button again. It really does help out the channel a lot. But I'm really liking this. You know, this is just a fun basketball game to watch. I'm really enjoying it. Bummed out Mizzou lost last night. I don't know what their problem was. I'm rooting for Florida now. Y'all be sure to like up the stream and subscribe if y'all enjoying to listen to. Oh, shoot. I always forget to change that. There we go. It's the second now. I don't know why I kept saying halftime. I just forgot to change it. I watched some of that game. I'm going to be honest, I was really rooting for Furman to upset UConn, so that was where most of my attention was last night. From what I saw, it just seemed like Missouri just couldn't defend Miami very well. And whenever Missouri would make a run, get back in the game, I think they tied it kind of late. Miami would just come back. Donaldson, I think Trey Donaldson's his name. That boy was clutch. He was hitting big time threes all over the place for Miami. And I'm impressed with Miami. You know, Jay Lucas I think he's a first-year head coach, one of the youngest head coaches in all of college basketball. And he has them boys rolling. I mean, hey, a big win for Miami. They take care of business against Missouri, and they're moving on to the round of 32. Who is Miami playing in the second round? Now that they beat Missouri, I need to check this out. Oh man. There's only 195 perfect brackets remaining on ESPN. That's crazy. Anyways, what did I say? Miami was playing... Okay, because I had them losing. Miami is going to play Purdue in that second round. Purdue looked all right. Who did Purdue beat? They beat Queens. It was a decent game for a bit, and then Purdue went off and ended up winning that game by like 30. We have a good one here, though. But yeah, there's some good matchups on today. There's some really exciting ones. I'm looking forward to a lot of these. These are going to be some really good games today. Hoping that my Longhorns win. That's the main thing I'm hoping for out of today. Here we go. St. Louis has the basketball right now. It's a 6-point game. McCoughtry gets the screen from Avila. He's into the mid-range. Mara's out of the game. They dump it in. Avila, left-hand finish, no good. Nice rim protection there from Michigan. And they will take this one up the floor. Elliot Cadeau's got it. Lindenborg This is where I think St. Louis has got to make a run. Mara out of the game. Merez Johnson, though, backing Avila down. Johnson gets inside, and he's fouled by Avila, who, that might be his third foul. Or what'd they call? What'd they call it? Did they call it travel, or what'd they call it here? Oh, they called it travel. Never mind. I'm dumb. They called it travel. That is the fifth turnover of the day for Michigan, and Avila avoids picking up that third foul. So, correction, it was a travel on Merez Johnson. Big time. Jones gets into the mid-range. Well defended by Michigan. Here's Brown trying to feed Avila. He pulls up for the midi. It's no good. Rebounded by McKinney, and here comes Michigan. McKinney, left side. Fadeaway three. That one's good. Big time three from McKinney. And the lead is back up to 9 for the Wolverines. That is just a huge three. Michigan is a good inside team, but they can knock down those threes as well. Dunlap to Avila. Avila has it. Looking around. Nice pass to the corner. Jones trying to get inside the lane, gets positioning, and gets it to fall. Nice shot there from Quentin Jones. He's got 7 on the day. And the Wolverines lead by 7. Cadeau off the screen to McKinney. He gets inside the lane. Fake on Dunlap. Well defended. Has to kick it out to Johnson. Cadeau from the logo. No good. Loose ball. Rebounded by Gale. Roddy Gale for Michigan with the O board. Merez Johnson trying to hit a cutter, and it's a steal. Another turnover by the Wolverines. That's number 6. Here comes Jones. Handling the rock with good composure. Avila spinning. Gets inside. Puts it up, and a no foul called. Michigan gets the rebound. Johnson to Letteborg. Yaxel in transition. Euro slam! Oh my goodness! Yaxel just postered somebody! Brown comes the other way, draws the foul. Yaxel Letteborg just put him in on a poster. What a slam from the Big Ten Player of the Year. The Euro and the slam on Jones, who just went up, and Letteborg went up and over. Oh my gosh. Violent slam by Yaxel. Wow. That was insane, bro. What a slam. Lead back up to 9 for Michigan. So the leading scorers for both teams, looking at these stats, for St. Louis, McCautry leading the charge with 12. Avila has 9, but an inefficient 9. 3 for 11 from the field. 7 points from the duo of Jones and Brown. For Michigan, Yaxel Letteborg leads the way with 15. 14 from Mara. 12 from Elliot Cadeau. And McKinney's got 8 off the bench. Bench scoring has been good for St. Louis. 9 off the bench from Brady Dunlap. 5 from Otieno. I just feel like St. Louis has to make a run here without friggin' Mara in the game. You know what I mean? They have to, right? They'll be in trouble if they don't. Yeah. But yeah, if those of y'all are listening and haven't subscribed or clicked the like button, be sure to do so. It really helps out the channel. We're on the grind here to 2,000 subscribers, hoping to get there by summer. So, see if we can get there. It was a really good day yesterday. Gained a lot of subs yesterday, so appreciate all y'all who did that. Join the Evan Sports Corner, man. Let's do it. Should be a fun finish to this game. Michigan leading by 9. Again, they're just continuing to dominate the paint. Yaxel Letteborg is looking great. St. Louis has been shooting well. That's what I've been most impressed with by Michigan today. Like, St. Louis came out of this half guns blazing, flame throwing out here, knocking down all the threes. And Michigan didn't bat an eye. They just kept playing their game, didn't get pressured into taking bad shots, didn't feel the pressure. Dusty May didn't even have to call a timeout because Michigan just kept responding. And that's what you like to see out of a number one seed and a team that's supposed to be in the national championship and making a deep run in this tournament. I have Michigan versus Florida as my natty. I like Florida's championship DNA, and I like Michigan's. Watching Michigan today, I'm more confident that they are built for a big tournament run. I mean, they got the size, they got shooters, they got Cadeau's a big-time facilitator. I know that they have. Who's the toughest team in Michigan's region besides them? What's that region looking like? I think is this the Iowa State region? Is that what we're looking at here? Michigan's got Iowa State, Bama, Virginia, Tech. I mean, it's definitely a pretty good region. Michigan's definitely got to fight their asses off if they want to get out of this region for sure. But Michigan can do it. I'm convinced. Michigan is a very good basketball team, and they are going to cause a lot of teams trouble. 2 shots for Brown. He misses the first one for St. Louis. Michigan's looking pretty good. Yaxel Lendeborg, 15 on the day for Michigan. St. Louis's second free throw coming up. That one's good. And a substitution made by the Wolverines, I believe. 66-58, 11:44 to go in this one. And Yaxel will take this one up the floor for Michigan. Mara checking back in for the Wolverines. Will they try to go to Mara here? They got a double team on him, so they're really trying to make sure they don't get Mara an isolated possession here. Nice pass from Mara. Great ball movement from Michigan. Up top, Yaxel for 3. Bang! Big time 3 from Yaxel Lendeborg. Beautiful ball movement from Dusty May's squad. And the Wolverines expanding their lead. McCautry gets it to Dunlap. Michigan playing some great defense up top. Sharma gets it over. Wolverines not allowing anything. Sharma, 8 seconds left on the shot clock. He takes a long 3. That one's short. Rebound by Lendeborg. And Michigan gets it ahead in transition. Gale inside, and he's fouled. And I think that this game is starting to get away from St. Louis. Again, a phenomenal start to the half, but unfortunately for them, Michigan's ball movement's so pure. Corner, wing, up top, Yaxel gets an open look, bang, and Michigan just continues to extend this lead. 10:44 to go in this one. Free throws for Roddy Gale. And the first one is good. Michigan's also looking good from the free throw line today. Can't really remember them missing a free throw. I can't really remember them missing a free throw today. That matters a lot in these games, having big-time free throw shooters. Gale knocks them both down. So, again, this is one of my most important teams in the bracket, and I've come at it today so far feeling good about my pick with Michigan. I think St. Louis is a really good team. I think Michigan is a great team, an elite team. Not over yet, though, but Michigan with a 13-point lead. McCautry has 3 fouls for St. Louis, their top scorer on the day. And Michigan looking to press. Nice job by St. Louis to beat the press. Dunlap gets it across half court, but Michigan gets the steal. And here they go, inside, and a layup there for Burnett. Bad turnover there by Dunlap. They made it across half court. Timeout. And Michigan with a 15-point lead. It's their largest lead of the day. It was Burnett who got up and deflected the pass from Dunlap and took it all the way himself to the rim. Largest lead of the day for either team. Michigan up by 15. If you guys are listening still, click the subscribe button. Click the like button. Helps out the channel a lot. And Michigan really starting to take control of this game and pull away from St. Louis. That's what great teams do. That's what teams do in March Madness. You just can't let the underdog stick around because then you leave yourself open to some fluky late threes, some crazy stuff. I think Michigan's in good shape right now, though. I just don't see St. Louis being able to slow down their offense enough. You know what I mean? I just don't see it. Yeah, so Michigan is in a really good spot right now with this lead. Yaxel's playing really well. I guess this center for Michigan, Ade Mara, was a bench player last year for UCLA, and he's come to Michigan. He's been a key player. Mm-mm-mm. So there you go, Michigan. There's the St. Louis Billikens. They have 4 fast break points, and they've allowed Michigan has shot 16 free throws. The Wolverines have had a great game from Yaxel Lindenborg. He has played big time minutes, and he has I think 18 points right now. He's having a great game. I mean, the other team is shooting bad this half. That's what I'm saying. Like St. Louis came out shooting really well. Michigan is just hasn't like they just have come out and they don't care. They just keep playing their game and they're not getting pressured at all. And they have a comfortable lead with 10:20 to go. About halfway through, we're about at the midway point of the second half. Avila has the ball at the top of the key. Shot clock down to 8. Sharma to the corner. Otieno gets a look for Dunlap. Sharma gets an open 3 look, and he cashes it. Big time 3 for St. Louis. They needed a lot of those to fall if they want to make this a game. Michigan has it. Roddy Gale to Mara. Mara with the hold. Gets it to Yaxel Lindenborg. Yaxel up top, looking for that one-on-one inside with Mara. Yaxel goes up, and he's blocked, and a foul is called on St. Louis. Avila was not happy. He's saying he got all ball with that one. Or was that Otieno who got called for the foul? Yeah, I think it was Otieno here who gets called for the foul. That's a tough call. 18 points for Yaxel, and he's at the free throw line. Yaxel at the line makes the first one. And he makes both free throws. 9:40 to go. And looks like they're about to inbound the ball. They get into McCautry. Thames taking it up the floor for St. Louis. Thames to McCautry. If you're listening, be sure to click the subscribe button. McCautry lob up to Thames, and he's fouled. All right, here we go. 2 free throws coming up for Thames. First one, off to the left, no good. If you guys are listening again, please click the subscribe button and the like button. Helps out the channel a lot. It's been a good one today. Michigan just has not wavered. They've been able to maintain a lead after a strong start from the Billikens, the number 1 seed. Dusty May's squad ahead right now. Free throw from Thames. No good. He missed them both. Michigan gets the rebound. Cadeau takes it up the floor. A 14-point lead for the Wolverines with 9 to play. And here is Cadeau. Elliot Cadeau. Bounce pass to Mara. Mara bounces it inside. Merez Johnson goes up, and he is fouled. My TV is glitching badly right now. So I'm going to have to refresh this and hope for the best here. This is really bad. Okay, let me get it up. All right. Is it 9:04 to go? Cool. 9:04 to go. Avila picks up his third foul. Just hasn't been the greatest day for Big Robbie Avila inside. He's hit some threes. He's been solid. It's just Michigan's a tough matchup, man. I mean, their size is insane. They've been making these free throws. Merez Johnson at the line makes the first one. So I was wrong. Michigan actually has missed some free throws today, but from what I've seen, I feel like they've been pretty good. Merez Johnson had one of the big-time elite games in NCAA tournament history in the first round against North Dakota State. 20 points, 10 rebounds on 100% field goal efficiency. I mean, that is about as elite of a game as you're going to get out of any big man. That's what I'm saying. Michigan's size and just efficiency is what makes them a threat to win it all this year. Largest lead of the day now at 16. Can St. Louis pull off a stunner here in the final few? We've seen VCU do it. Avila, 3-ball, no good. Michigan gets the rebound. That's a big miss from Avila there. Elliot Cadeau will take it up the floor. He was red hot in the first half. He hasn't had to do a whole lot in the second half. It's been Lindeborg, Mara, and Johnson. Lob to Johnson, and he slams it home. Great pass from Mara. He can show that he's a great passer too. Thames, whoa, he just slammed it. Thames came right back and he just postered Mara. That is an incredible play by Thames. Now a 3 from Burnett in the corner. That one's no good. And a foul is called on the baseline on St. Louis. Hey, at least for Thames, that is a highlight that you will remember for the rest of your career. A poster on a 7'3" center. That is incredible bounce by Thames, by the way. That is phenomenal. But Mara with the lob on the other end. So Mara had a highlight reel pass. Beautiful, perfect lob to Johnson. And then he got posted on the other end. I mean, that's the way basketball goes, man. You know, you can make a hell of a play on one end of the floor and then get dunked on the other. Michigan will inbound, though. They lead by 16. Dump it into Merez Johnson. Johnson to the corner. Lindeborg with an athletic play to save it from going out. And now Johnson inside. Working it. Up with the left. Great defense from St. Louis. They get the stop. Here comes Brown in transition. Pass to Green. Avila fires a 3. That one is no good as well. Off the front rim. Just hasn't been the most efficient day from outside the arc for Avila. 40% three-point shooter. Cadeau dribbling it here for Michigan. Avila, 3 for 10 from 3. Not his best day. Cadeau looking for the pass inside. Beautiful ball movement and an easy layup for Merez Johnson. Green to Avila. Will he keep shooting the 3? He hasn't lost confidence. Inside. Great steal from Cadeau. Loose ball on the ground. They'll call a jump ball possession arrow in favor of St. Louis. But great job by Cadeau with the active hands to knock the ball out. Yeah, we've seen some big-time jams in today's game. No doubt about that. We have seen some big flushes, some big jams. I've loved every second of it. It's been a good game. I'm disappointed that Michigan hasn't I'm disappointed that St. Louis hasn't hit more threes and they haven't been able to make it as close of a game. Michigan, or you just see the difference in these two teams. It's really the size. And Merez Johnson is a beast, by the way. That dude is a great player. For Michigan, he's been phenomenal all day today. Merez Johnson is an absolute beast for this team. I've been so impressed. So impressed by him today. I mean, again, I'm seeing this game. I'm watching it unfold, and I'm just like, Michigan looks like a national championship contending team. St. Louis beat the absolute crap out of Georgia just a couple days ago, and today Michigan is handling them like a 1 seed should. Like I said, if you guys are listening though, be sure to click the sub button. Be sure to subscribe to the channel so you won't miss more of these live streams coming up. March Madness streams are coming at y'all. It's exciting times. One of the best sports times of the year. March Madness is peak. Do we have any games today? Or any? I think 1:45, Louisville, Michigan State. And then there's 4:15. So the evening games kind of start to overlap a little bit, but these like early morning games don't really. You know what I mean? So whatever is what it is. Boom, boom, boom. Man. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. That's so funny. Anyways, about 7 minutes to play in this one. Can there be a magical comeback from St. Louis? They trail by a lot. 81-63. Avila at the top of the key. Pass corner. Inside. Mara is out of the game, so Michigan star big man is out. Sharma, open three. That one short. Rebounded by Burnett. Lob ahead. Yaxel Lendeborg in the corner. Could make it a 20-point Michigan lead with a bucket here on this possession. Corner Burnett. Gets inside, goes up. Nice block from behind there by Jones, but they get the O board. Merez Johnson gets it out to Elliot Cadeau. 7 seconds from the shot clock. Pass to the corner. Burnett, the three. Bang! Michigan up by 21. And that might be it. That deficit just seems a little insurmountable for St. Louis today. Here's the floater and a foul called as Brown attacked the basket. I just don't think this deficit is comebackable. You know what I mean? I don't even know if that's a word. But I just don't. They're down 21. Dusty May, 7-3 in his career in March Madness as the head coach of Michigan. He's had a great career at Michigan, and he's trying to get this team a national championship, just like Jim Harbaugh did in football a couple years ago. Brown misses that free throw. Trying to get himself into Michigan history. But I think Michigan is at the point of the game where they most likely can just take out most of their starters as Brown makes the free throw. They already have Mara out of the game. They can probably take out Cadeau. They can probably take out Yaxel. See how long they keep those guys in. Merez Johnson is a dog too. Lendeborg has it in right now at the elbow. Starts to work it inside. Lendeborg goes up. Nice touch around the rim and a big finish by Yaxel. Phenomenal day for the Big Ten Player of the Year. He's been efficient, scoring at all 3 levels. And Michigan leads by 22. Taking care of business like every 1 seed should. Jones to Green. Long 3. And that one is off the back rim. No good. Easy crash there from Tschetter. Rebounded. And Michigan is taking this one up the floor. Yaxel to Elliot Cadeau. Just taking this time down as they look to wind it down and finish off a big win. Merez Johnson swings it to the corner. Lendeborg out to Cadeau. Fakes the 3. Cadeau in the mid-range, out to Letteborg, open three, top of the key, puts it in! Yaxel, another banger, and Michigan lead is up to 25. It is blowout territory in the round of 32. Brown gets inside, bump, and he's fouled once again. He's been drawing a lot of fouls, but Michigan just in a really good spot right now, dominating the end of this game. Again, at one point, this was like a 6 or 5 point game in this half, but Michigan is just no matter what, they just always seem to have an answer. They got a three to fall, a couple transition buckets, a slam, whatever it is. Michigan just finds a way to keep their momentum going. They never really lost momentum in this second half. They just had their foot on the gas pedal these last 15 minutes. It's been really impressive. Really impressive game for Michigan. Like I said, against a good St. Louis team. St. Louis is a good team, guys. Michigan is just dialed in. Brown knocks down both free throws. Michigan has the basketball. Cadeau dribbling it up the floor. They keep him in the game. Here is Cadeau. Inside Johnson. And he's fouled going up. They said like Michigan was really dominating teams earlier in the year. I think they tailed off a tad bit towards the end. Still one of the best teams in the country, though. I mean, 32-3, right? I mean, that's nothing to scoff at. An 8-point loss to Purdue in the Big Ten championship, but I mean, they've been pretty good all year. They barely beat Ohio State, though, in the tournament. So I guess there was cause for concern. They did beat Izzo at Michigan State, though. Merez at the line, makes the first free throw. Michigan looking to hit triple digits for the second time this tournament. They scored 101 against Howard in round one. Can they go 2 for 2 with 100-plus points and hit those triple digits? And that's what happens when your offense is really efficient and you got a lot of shooters. Fourth season in program history with 31-plus wins. And they reached the national title game the 3 previous times that they've accomplished that, as Johnson misses the second free throw. So if history continues to repeat itself and the pattern continues, Michigan will be in the national championship once again here. Brown getting inside to the basket, and he finishes with the right hand. Still a very strong Michigan lead right now, and Cadeau waits a second to pick the basketball up. Still a very strong. Pass to the corner, Roddy Gale for 3. That one's no good. Ball's tipped up in the air, rebounded by Sharma. And they're in transition. St. Louis has it. Jones. Step back. Thought about the 3. Bounce pass to Avila. Avila fakes the pass to Dunlap. Nice ball inside. Jones to the corner. And Brown misses the 3. Letteborg gets the board. 90-68 the score. Elliot Cadeau with the basketball in his hands. If you guys listening again, be sure to click the like button, subscribe to the channel, click that red button, turn it gray. Pass to the corner, nice ball movement. Letteborg 3, no good. And Johnson gets the rebound. Ooh, highly contested O-board. There were like 2 or 3 Billikens there. But Johnson comes down with the O-board. They tried the lob play, and it's a steal for St. Louis. Jones, Sharma, fadeaway 3. That one's no good. Cadeau gets the rebound. And St. Louis on the sideline. They're starting to realize that their season is coming to a close in the next 3 minutes. Cadeau passes it over to McKinney off the screen. McKinney gets it taken away. Sharma takes it up in transition and finishes. Roddy Gale nearly got the block, but a nice transition bucket there from Ishan Sharma. Clock continues to run here. St. Louis, there's a foul called on St. Louis there. I mean, that is the truth that they're talking about on the CBS broadcast. I mean, it's true. Michigan pretty much just needed, or St. Louis needed a lot of things to go their way if they wanted to come out of this one with a dub, and they just didn't get enough to go their way. You know what I mean? They played decent. I'm not gonna sit here and say that St. Louis played awful, but I mean, Michigan is just a different breed, a different caliber team. You know what I mean? Like St. Louis is a really good team. They belonged in the tournament. They got a big first round win against Georgia. But you're going against a team like Michigan that can score from all three levels, inside, mid-range, three ball. They can score from anywhere. A good defensive team that has really strong interior defense. And unless you just had the greatest shooting day ever, you probably weren't going to come out of this game with a win. Michigan looks really good though. They're definitely a legitimate title threat through 2 games. They've been dominating their opponents. Howard gave them a little bit of a scare for a bit, and I think St. Louis had this game in an interesting spot as well for a while, but eventually, kind of faded out. And that's where we are. And Michigan and Arizona play, man, that's going to be such a banger game. And 195 perfect brackets remaining. I doubt there will be many that fall after this Michigan game. I really just don't think many people had Michigan dropping this one, man, or dropping any second round game. So there are the stats. Michigan has shot 10% better from the field than St. Louis. 56% from Michigan, 46% from St. Louis. Again, both teams came this game as some of the highest scoring efficiency shooting teams in the country. And, like we saw, St. Louis is a good team. Michigan is a great team. It's just the difference. Y'all be sure to click that subscribe button. Again, really does help out the channel a lot. And see how this game finishes out. These final couple minutes inside Roddy Gale. That one short, but Mara came right back in and slams it home off the putback. What a finish by Mara. And I got to lower this clock because it is at 2:08, yeah. And we have a stoppage here with 2:05. And I think St. Louis is going to make some final substitutions here. Avila coming off the court for possibly the final time as a St. Louis Billiken. I think that's why their coach just did that. Avila, they called him Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Amazing career for him with the Billikens. He was a dog. He played so well in that first round game. Had some good moments today, but unfortunately it just wasn't enough against a much superior Wolverines team. And so now Michigan will sub out Mara, and they are looking good to move on to the round of 32. Dusty May continues his run with Michigan. Green launches a 3. That one is no good. Rebounded by Michigan. Clock is at 1:50 to go. And this one is just winding down. Michigan with a 22-point lead. A statement victory for Michigan. After St. Louis beat Georgia the way they did, people were wondering, could the Billikens pull off a huge upset against the Wolverines today? But Michigan shows they're just too good. Or that's it. Yeah, it's McKinney there who gets it ripped away by the Billikens, and Thames to the rim gets blocked at the rim by Michigan. Again, this team they protect the rim at a very high level. They might be the best rim protecting team in this tournament, possibly. Possibly with the combination of athleticism, size, and length, man. I don't know. They're up there for sure. But yeah, just about a minute left in this game. Roddy Gale gets it up to Chechetter, fakes the three, gets into the lane, passes it out. Gale with 5 on the shot clock. Step back 3 for Roddy. That one's no good. Rebounded by Thames. I think the officials are just going to let him play here and let this game end the way it should. McCoughtry to the rim. High off the glass. Nice lefty finish there from McCoughtry. And a stoppage here momentarily. It's always a good day when you only have to use one of your timeouts. And Michigan, yeah, they just didn't have many causes to use their timeouts. But a lot of excitement within the Wolverines fan base. Elliot Cadeau checks out. The veteran point guard had a good day today. And for St. Louis, the realization on the bench is setting in that their season might be over. It's sad. I mean, I'm happy for Michigan has used another timeout, I guess. I'm proud of I'm happy, St. Louis got to win a game in the tournament. They kicked the crap out of Georgia. Always fun to see Georgia lose. So shout out to St. Louis, man. They earned my respect. They played really good ball. Again, Michigan is just a whole nother level. You see that out here today as McKinney gets the ball stripped away, gets it back. Michigan's got some backups in the game who I don't even have written down on this roster. Here's a drive inside. And one finish for Michigan with 25 seconds left. Don't think they're going to hit triple digits today, but they're going to get pretty close. Yeah, I don't. Whoever just scored that basket, I do not have that boy written down on this roster. So Louisville and Michigan State are supposed to tip off here in about half an hour. Here's the free throw from Michigan. That one rattles in. And here we go. St. Louis could be their final offensive possession of the season. Otieno fakes to Dunlap. Bounce pass to the backcourt and another block by Michigan at the rim. And they will hold out the final 10 seconds. And that is the ball game. Michigan wins the game by 23, and they will move on to the Sweet 16. Dusty May's squad gets it done once again, and the Wolverines advance. What a game today. It was a fun start. Both teams trading blows. A lot of lead changes in that first half. Once we got to the second half, though, Michigan, after a hot start from St. Louis, started to pull away slowly but surely. Eventually got the lead to 20, and it just never got closer than that. So Michigan wins this game. If you guys are listening, be sure to click the subscribe button. A big win today for the Wolverines. Number 1 seed, doing number 1 seed things today. They advance to the round of... they advanced to the Sweet 16. They made it past the first weekend. That was the expectation coming into today. And they get it done. Big time win for Michigan right there. Getting it done. There you go, right? Michigan advances to the Sweet 16. Yeah. And now next up we'll have Louisville versus Tom Izzo and Michigan State. Whoever just subscribed, appreciate you. Yeah, if you are listening again, be sure to click that sub button. It really does help out the channel so much. Click the like button if you enjoyed the stream. We'll see if I end up coming back. I think I probably will later today. We'll see, though. I don't know. Definitely won't be Louisville. But, yeah, Michigan is the first team in the NCAA to punch their ticket to the Sweet 16. So they have now a rest until Friday. They have until Friday to rest up for that big-time Sweet 16 matchup against, whoever. Who is it going to be? If it's Michigan will face the winner. Michigan will face the winner of Tech, Alabama. Ooh, that's a fun one. Michigan, Alabama. 2 football blue bloods could be going at it on the basketball court. Michigan plays the way they did today, though. I really think it's going to be very tough for any team to beat Michigan. the way that they played today. Yeah, that's gonna be tough. No doubt about that. It's gonna be a very very tough for any team to beat them where they're hooping right now. Um, so there you go. A couple people in my family bracket challenge have Michigan winning the Natty. 3 people to be exact. So Michigan winning the Natty could pay big time dividends for some people in the fam. Again, I got Michigan in the Natty, right? So I mean, Michigan winning a national championship would, I mean, I wouldn't win, but Michigan making it to the Natty, I'm counting on Michigan, right? Is pretty much what I'm trying to say. I am counting on the Wolverines to have a really deep, big tournament run, right? That's kind of where we're at right now. I'm really counting on Michigan to get me to the promised land and help me get this bracket challenge done. So that's big time. We'll see what Michigan can do going forward. Kind of just want to look at what is this Texas Gonzaga matchup looking like. If I want to stream that tonight, Texas Gonzaga. Gonzaga went 31-3, but that's in the joke conference that they're in, so I won't buy into their record. What are the Zags looking like? Who are their bucket getters? I know that they have this Braden Huff guy who is out for today's game. Braden Huff is like a dog for them, but he hasn't played since January, and he's not playing today. So that's a big loss for them that they lost in January. Outside of him, they have 2 guys who average more than 10. They have this Graham Ike guy who is a bucket getter for sure. He's going to be a big problem for us today. He averages dang near a double-double. Then they got this Tyon Grant Foster guy who's a 6'7 guard. He's a good player. Yeah, they got some good players. I mean, the Zags are a good team for sure. So, see how it all shakes out with them today. Who has Gonzaga lost to? I know that Kennesaw State played them a decent game. They beat Santa Clara by 11 in the West Coast Conference Championship. Who beat Gonzaga this year? They've had some close games against... Oh, they got beat by St. Mary's by 11. Did they get waxed in conference play? They beat St. Mary's the other time. Or did they get beaten out of conference play? They beat UCLA by 10, so that's a pretty good win. They beat Kentucky by like 1,000,000. Okay, so you see Gonzaga's got some good stuff to them. Where are their losses to? Is it November, I'm assuming? They beat Creighton, they beat OU, they beat Arizona State, they beat Alabama. They have some good wins under their belt. Oh my gosh, Michigan beat them by 50. Holy cow. Michigan beat Gonzaga by 50. That's when everybody was like, holy, Michigan's a pretty good team this year. So then their other loss, they lost to Michigan, they lost to St. Mary's, and they lost to Portland by 7. Wow, that must have been a random loss. So, I mean, hey, maybe they'll lose to Texas too. I mean, it's clear that they're not the greatest team of all time. They can definitely drop a game to the great Texas Longhorns. Hopefully, we come out and play a good game today. Anything's possible. So, we shall see. We can get this done. Big time. Yeah. Big win though today for Michigan. Again, they look really good. They look strong, and it's gonna be tough for. I think it's gonna be really tough for any team to beat these guys. To be honest, but never know. I hope y'all all enjoyed the stream though. Again, y'all leave a comment down below. Should I stream again today? Is there a good game streaming? Again, we're gonna rule out Michigan State, Louisville. We're definitely ruling out Texas A&M, Houston, because that's right before the Longhorn game. I might stream Texas, low key. Maybe Texas. That might be the game. I might do Texas Gonzaga. We shall see. I've streamed Texas tournament losses before and tournament wins. I just don't. It's just TCU Duke just doesn't seem like an appealing game to me. Duke's probably gonna blow the doors off them if they play well enough. The most interesting game is probably and Vanderbilt Nebraska, but if Texas loses, then I wouldn't be in the streaming mood. So maybe I'll do Texas versus Gonzaga. Then tomorrow, what games can I stream tomorrow? What game can I stream tomorrow? Will we go? I wouldn't have time to stream that one or that one. Maybe Tech Alabama. That could be one that I stream tomorrow. I just don't know. I don't know. We'll see. Alrighty. Yeah, I'll call it for this stream. We'll see if we come back later. Most likely will. Then I will see y'all then. But y'all be sure to click the subscribe button. Y'all be sure to click the sub button. Y'all be sure to leave a like on the stream. Comment down below. Hope you guys all have a great day, and I'll catch y'all soon.